Hello, welcome. Let's have a look at Bitcoin, and only Bitcoin actually. I'll do the other videos separate because I've got a little bit of time to spare today. So we're on a daily chart with Bitcoin, and we've broken above this resistance here, and we've stayed above there and closed a candle above there, and now it looks like we're going to try to make slow and steady move to the up to try and breach these previous highs here. Those targets there will be taken out, but probably not for a couple of days. I'm imagining, kind of expecting that there will be attempts to break this candle here. That'll be 13,500, maybe in the next day or two, with significant pullbacks as it gets closer to here. But maybe by the weekend, or definitely by the next week, this area here will be taken out again, and then we'll be stretching up towards 17,000, I believe, before we have another significant pullback. There is a lot of positive moves on these indicators. The volume is pretty high, so everything's looking pretty good in short to medium time frames. Let's have a look at the lowest time frame on the hourly here. Hourly looks like it wants to do a little bit down, perhaps sideways, but it's still really nothing to worry about when you've got indicators on the large time frames all suggesting we've got plenty of room to move up. I'm pretty confident to say that these areas will be taken out within about seven days or so. They'll both be taken out. We will have big moves up, big moves down. These trading ranges are quite big, but we've closed each day now with a consistent move up, and now we're really looking to make a break above this Bollinger Band here, the 13,000 area. Once that's broken, we'll find resistances at the top of these wicks here. So we'll call it 13,500, and obviously the all-time high at around about 14,000. They will both have pullbacks, but very small, very small. The bulls are way in control. We're above all moving averages, absolutely all of them. Indicators all suggest move to the up. We've only just started this cross here, which would suggest these next couple of days are going to be pretty fruitful. So with Bitcoin, long story short, it's definitely bullish. We're looking for some decent moves now, and probably not going to see another large correction like this one until we try to get towards, or maybe even breach, that 17,000. If we get to 17,000, I would imagine we'd have a similar situation as we had here. We could call this 13,000 area the new 7,000, and maybe push up to around 1850, 18,500 that would be, before we have another pullback of this size. The bulls are getting very, very strong, and there's so much money being pumped into it. Which brings me on to the next thing, which is the Bitcoin dominance in the situation with the alts. The alts are really suffering at the moment when Bitcoin dominance is now almost 65% of the entire market share. Have a look at this, so we can see basically that this is one of the main reasons alts are suffering, is because all the money from the market share is being poured into Bitcoin and taken out of the alts. And until this resolves itself, alts are all going to suffer completely. Even alts like XRP and Litecoin and Ethereum is kind of doing okay, but they're all really still suffering. Anything beneath those, well, you could, with the exception of things like Chainlink, are extremely red at the moment. They're being bled dry. When will this correct itself? Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. The way it looks like at the moment is that everybody's jumping on the Bitcoin wagon, and you can't blame them when you're seeing such large moves and consistent moves, and relatively easy to map out, really. So why bother taking risks on alts when it's clearly not going to have a prosperous end for you at the moment? Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. I will make some more videos on the IEO coins for you, so stay tuned if you're interested in those. Otherwise, have a nice day and take it easy.